Your name is Toby. I want to hear you say it. Your name is Toby. You're going to learn to say your name. Let me hear you say it. What's your name?
Kunta Kinte.
One cannot truly be a priest without the humility to understand that one is first a man.
I found a pleasure in her I never dreamed existed.
You know how terrifying it is, that power you have over me. You'll come back to me because I'm the one who loves you. What kind of God would shut men out of paradise for loving women? Do you see it? Do you want it?
All three. Roots, starring Ben Vereen, Edward Asner, Lorne Greene, Cicely Tyson, O.J. Simpson, Linda Day George, Chuck Connors, John Amos, Leslie Uggams, Lloyd Bridges, Burl Ives, Louis Gossett Jr., Vic Morrow, George Stanford Brown, Ralph Waite, and introducing LeVar Burton as Kunta Kinte. Now, we are proud to present the triumph of an American family.
Robert Mitchum, Elizabeth Taylor, Hal Holbrook, Olivia Cole, Gene Simmons, George Stanford Brown, Jeannie Francis, Kirstie Alley, Robert Guillaume, David Carradine, Leslie Ann Down, James Reed, and Patrick Swayze. In John Jake's unforgettable saga of love and war, North and South.
We're getting a little boy from an orphanage in Nova Scotia.
My name is Anne Shirley. Anne spelled with me.
It's a girl. Where's the boy?
You don't want me because I'm not a boy?
You ought to put the girl into school.
Don't you think Gilbert's handsome?
I think that she could pass for a teacher or even go on to the university.
Our Anne.
Always be your Anne. Anne of Green Gables.
I'm afraid for her, Matthew. She'll get terrible lonesome.
Watch Anne of Green Gables.
young nation. Innocent, full of hope and promise.
It's no small thing for a man to have a son at West Point.
I'll do my best for you.
But it was also a nation in turmoil, divided by two different ways of life.
I will not sit down at a table with a man who chooses to keep his fellow human beings in bondage.
The North, a beacon for industry and progress. The South, steeped in a proud tradition of honor. George Hazard and Ori Main, two friends bound by loyalty, separated by heritage.
Pennsylvania, Lehigh Station, South Carolina, on my way to West Point. So am I. Up on your feet, Mr. Maine.
One consumed by a forbidden love.
I know who you're thinking about, but it's impossible. She's out of your reach now.
Both destined for glory.
Oh, Sally, I have to go to him. He needs me.
That is the one thing that you can never do.
God, I'll show you what it means to be my wife. The woman I love's married to somebody else.
Their friendship is put to the test by a changing world.
Ori, no! Don't ever interfere with us again, or ask me to go against my own kind.
Robert Mitchum, Elizabeth Taylor, Hal Holbrook, Olivia Cole, Gene Simmons, George Stanford Brown, Jeannie Francis, Kirstie Alley, Robert Guillaume, David Carradine, Leslie Ann Down, James Reed, and Patrick Swayze. In John Jake's unforgettable saga of love and war, North and South.